We are here for game number 8 of Gamers8.
Oh,
a special game. This should be the game where just everything changes, stakes set for the rest of the competition. Let's forget the fact that there's still like 10 more games left to go. And let's say this is the Gamers8. This is the game.
New format. You win this game, you win everything. It's crazy. I didn't say that.
I don't think you got the power to make changes, my friend. But look, a big game on the horizon. The first game of the day was a very, very fun one to end things off. And I think we'll see very much the same. But will it be a similar setup? And that's where the early and mid games come in. This is different to what we were watching yesterday. Of course, yesterday just 2 teams here at Brutal Bastion. Now it looks like we have 3.
It'll be that much harder to have your loot in peace. And the 300-point lead that we saw before is turning into a 400 one for Cami and Yapko. All these teams are trying to get towards that first place slot, but the difference between the people in first place and them is that they're kind of even fighting each other off spawn, so it's going to be that much tougher. But Smikey's going to every single chest he can find, picking up what he can. Some people getting dropped off in the parking lot for the next game, Subs being one of them.
Yeah, Reason and Amar. Looks like they're trying to put in some work. Don't mind if they do. Reason historically has not been the most impressive zero build player, and I think he's definitely hoping he can start to prove people wrong, turn his fortunes around. Of course, playing with Amar, who, you know, we know Amar for his content. Like, if I'm looking for top level competitive Fortnite, I'm not going to Amar, to be honest. But always providing us with the entertainment, and I think with Reason paired with him, there's always hope that they could light up the server a bit.
Absolutely. I feel like by now he's played with Reason so much in some of these tournaments, and no build is just like halfway enough too competitive and a little bit of casual that he has some firepower now.
You know what, yeah? Honestly speaking, Amar and Reason probably have better chemistry than like half the teams in
Yeah.
They are very, very well acquainted and have played with each other a bunch, like you say. So we'll see whether or not they can cook anything up. Gentle and Dark, of course, will be feeling on top of the world after their win, but also very much locked in and looking to continue their reign of dominance.
Comeback needed for Bevies and Pablo Wingu, who have made some adjustments overall to how they're playing the game. Switch some biomes up. But the points need to come in, right? Yeah. So the one friend you have who says he has these great plans, he has so much he wants to do, but then the points never come in.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, these guys are more than talented enough for the points to be able to come in, right? And so I want to see things work out for them. But again, still many more games to play. Many more games.
10 more games?
So, that's a lot of games. That is a lot of games. Ziani and Refsguard going to be trying to capture the flag here at Shady Stilts. Someone's rifted. I'll keep their eye on that.
It's going all the way up. Yeah, no one ever really contests these guys. Alpha Spawner even interrupts what they're doing, so they should be good for now. In that last game, unfortunately, I mean, just that zone, the way it was pulling, too much congestion for Ziandi, Refsguard, too many cannons as well. I feel like I saw even more cannons than usual on Game 7. Everybody just getting absolutely boomed. Source and Knock. Riding the complete edge of the entire island, not just the circle. Closest team to him is just Mr. Savage, who's watching Queasy, so you can see this link. This little red dot we're following outside in.
Over to Canada and Ages now, who are looting up the creaky compound. And they're not going to have too much trouble initially here. Cami and Japko, though.
Whoa.
What's going on here? Dexafite and Draftel might be in for a world of hurt because it looks like Japko has woken up on the right side of the bed again. Hitting some nice shots. And they pick up 1 here. That's Dexafite down. So it's going to be up to them to find Draftel. You can see them just shooting out these flares. They think he's run away. He's actually still right on them.
I like that decision from Japko, though. They know exactly where one of the players is, so they fire the flare even further than exactly where he's at, knowing they'll get a double scan, but yeah, Dexafite's brain is just way too big. Sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing. Just wait.
Yeah, we'll see if Draftel stays alive.
Nice, I'm getting just switched around.
It's fine, it's fine. Look, you know, either way.
No, it's all you now. It's done for me.
solo casting the rest of this game. Verts, he's gonna
solo play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Quinn's down.
Yeah. So,
I'm back.
You're right back in.
I couldn't stay away. The Dubs accept a lot of confidence. They realize, I was talking to them before the competition started. Realize they're not, they don't have the most chemistry together as a duo compared to some of the players that are rocking in, but they do have a few events under their belt together. When it comes to DreamHack, now they're seeing exactly what they can do. Malabuka as well is just in a position where there's some synergy. In this POI though, I don't know why they're waiting so long for this. Big one, trap play onto Malabuka though. A cannon of their own. Slammed right back in the face, and he's not going to be safe up top on the slab either. He has to get to a spot where no one can really see him, and I like the fact that he flares forward and then sees if it's safe, immediately scans Dubs and accept, has to move back. Thomas HG's like not even near him. This man's like just freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, that was a bit of a blunder there.
Oh, they just have bandages too. It's nothing too crazy to get him all the way up. Ooh, shots from Flugel onto Quanti.
Tripper, not going to be happy about that. And they see Trippin in the distance. He's cool just running out in the open. Trippin? My friend? He was getting shot from someone else as well. That's Baka that picks him up. Even further behind, yeah. And Flugo and Opto are sort of aware. They're like, hold on a minute, where are the guys that got their limb? That's tough. He was like trying to run away from Baka, but he's like running into the open into Flugo and Opto. It was just, he was going down regardless there. But that's a shame.
The no man's land in this entire middle side, and yeah, they're just caught in it. Cheers still there. That's the first time we've seen a duo go down that early in this game. A lot of the times everyone's just up.
Yeah.
Surfing. Waves crashed.
I think nobody wants to overcommit, overextend. Everybody wants to make sure they can just stay in the game. Seeing some reboots happening here and there, right, when players do go down. It's interesting though, right, that we're seeing a lot of like players get into fights, and then like even if one gets knocked, you know, we can just get away, you know, and
yep.
So just let it happen. It's hard to chase people down, especially if someone's gonna just use all their shockwaves to get away. You're like, do I really want to waste all my shockwaves here?
Yeah.
I'd rather just save them for later in the game. Okay, we'll let them get away. Why not?
Seriously, when it's going good, it's going great. You feel like a superhero with the wind in your back. But then when it's bad, it's awful, you know?
It's looking awful. Conti and Trippin, of course, we saw them go down. Here's a replay of that. Kami and Japco still lurking around, and it's Duke and Clicks that they have their eyes set on. Flare popped. And a retreat past the bush here from Kami. Clearly not in a position where they want to just outright take the fight.
So this might be one of the times where their game plan is slightly just run awry. We saw in the last game, Frenzy Fields was just them in this barn. No one else really around. Queasy and Vito tried to come from the side that Duke and Clicks are at right now, but they successfully just held them off. You can still hear the support. We can see what's going on as well. Everyone just waiting for that zone to close down. No one even having an opportunity to challenge each other. Malabuka sliding on the vines. Oh, what happened here?
He's gonna ride. Clicks is down.
3 elims on Japco and Kami.
Wow. Yeah, they picked up 2 extra now. They had 1 each, now they have 2 each. So Clicks and Duke down. And again, they're sort of just warding people off. Look, Frenzy Fields is out. Don't, you know, play around. Do not be mistaken. This is our POI.
15 points of elims already rocked in. Actually, 12. Actually, a lot more. It's 12 points in total overall. I've been doing like some crazy decisive math. 36? That's 36, actually. 15 points per elo now, so it was 15 the whole time per actually. So it's actually 45. We're chilling.
Good maths, man. Good maths. I'm proud. I knew you'd get there eventually, you know. You'd get there eventually. This is why I just don't do maths on the broadcast, you know. Rather not have that mistake. Make no mistake, though. Gentle and Dark are going to continue to be a force in that game.
Where's it going? The zone?
Like middle, but like middle leftish.
I'm saying middle right.
So like towards the west.
Ooh. Safe bet, safe bet.
I've seen this movie 100 times. I know where it's heading.
Who wins?
The whole tournament or just this game?
Just this game.
That's a tough question.
3 teams. Give me 3 teams. Any one of those 3 in the top 2, you win.
Cammy and Japco.
Okay, nice.
The other team is going to be... let me look at the leaderboard here. I'm going to go for Frets and Booga.
Okay, I'm liking this.
I don't even know if they're still up in this game. They could be like downs already.
I think it's honestly just Quanti and Tripper that are down right now because that's a 4th reboot I just heard.
Yeah.
Second one I've seen with my eyes.
Only two
teams have gone. One of them's paper, I guess.
We're in the 4th zone. Only 2 teams have gone down. We're in the 4th zone. Okay.
This is one of the more impressive teams in the latter half of day number 1. NPen and Zemi. Big wins. Fun times. Actually, I say latter half. They started off the competition strong.
Yeah. Yeah. They had that crazy pop-off game in game 1. NPen was going ballistic. Winning fights we didn't think he should win.
We talked about it, yeah. In game 7 of today, Epic and Acorn need to start to continue the pop-offs, not just have them on 1/3 of the day. There's a cost to what shot was that actually? Was that an ERR to the head? That man just went down, shot a flare, full shield, knocked, Source in trouble. Knock way back in the zone. I think Acorn might just hunt for this because he knows he'll be back for the reboot.
Source unfortunately down. And you know, it's not been the best of tournaments for this duo. Again, you almost sort of like are crossing your fingers hoping they can start to figure things out or maybe just make a drastic change at a certain point throughout this tournament. I think the cool thing about the dynamic of having 3 days and 18 games is that oftentimes, right, the point in which we see people sort of go, okay, we're at the point of no return, like I can't finish first or top 3, right, is quite, you know, late in that.
Yes.
And then we see drastic changes, whereas like with more games, in theory, it makes it like harder to come back. So it's like tomorrow, like game 2, someone might just go like, look, it's wraps for me. Like I'm going crazy. Like I'm just gonna land. I'm gonna just roulette, hot drop every bus. You know, like it might get to that level at a certain point.
Gray weapons only.
You know, just start doing some wacky challenges or something. You know, spice it up a bit.
But the content as we move towards the left. Mid right.
Back towards the east we go. Rumble Ruins and Creaky Compound.
And Austin Pink playing it just a lot more tactical this time, but really confirming any of the advantages that they can. ERR through the bush and Bully gets hit. Must picked up, and that's a nice ROI for the fight. Anas trays out the flare that's basically used up for that big cannon.
Yeah, I want to see more from those guys. Booga and Frets. Ooh, this is not good for me. These are the 2 teams I said I wanted first and second this game. And they're battling it out right now. Oh dear, Japco needs a bit of cover, has to plop down the bunker. Well, not before allowing Frets, the aim demon himself, absolutely lasering through Japco. Wow, we know Frets is known for his aim. We always hype it up, but right now really showcasing what he does with that mouse in hand. And Cammy now left in a very, very sticky situation. He's running right into Bully. Oh dear. He's gonna have to shockwave out, and Bully's thinking, now this is my perfect opportunity to fight back into this game. And now Cammy's down to 65 HP. Of course, the ice cream comes through without getting back up. And a med miss found. Oh, not med miss, med
Pass
hit,
to skip, yeah.
Yeah, just skips it. He's getting chased down. Bully's just still going. Bully's going all for it. Bully doesn't care. But that might just cost Bully. If Cammy can connect with something significant here, Bully's gonna get sent back to the lobby. Oh, dearie me. Muzz and Bully. Down and out. Cammy should just not be winning that, but it's Cammy. That's what he does.
We'll have the Argentinians right behind him in just a second, so he has a little bit of a timer on his feet to move.
I understand it from Bully. You know, your teammate's just gone down. You're like, I just have to make a play.
Yeah.
I have to make a play. He just spots a pained, injured Cammy in the wilderness, you know, dancing through the fields, and he's like, this is my shot. I am going to give everything for this elim. And unfortunately, his everything was just not enough.
It's that bunker. Bully had nothing left in the tank. He had to use so much to run away from his enemies before. I think that was all orchestrated by Japco and Cammy already. They're the ones who got that first elim, right? No, not at all. True.
It was Pink and Anas that picked up.
True, yes, they pushed him back. Anytime I see Fiddlefields, I just feel like Cammy is the one in control. There's so many people still inside the zone here, though. Strategy, you want to convert as a solo as well. It's another solo you've tagged up. Gasker. Driving that car for a bit too long. It's both him and Reciprocal going down. Zandy Rescue just playing this a lot more safer to get towards the next portion of the game. Blake actually getting taken out by Satam. Yom's also gone. NM7 and Cal in this mid-game pick up so many players over and over again. I'm just trying to wonder how many eliminations they had on that first day, too. Get that checked out in a minute. Alabuka senses there's something free about. Ooh, excuse with the dodge. And another one. Zandy can't even track him.
But he does want him. And Bad Sniper's not going to stop fighting. Big cannon shot snuck in there.
Rocks the truck's HP down to half too, so you guys have to be careful. Can only really tank one more cannon shot if they're on the move with that thing. Zone's starting to tick hard too, and that's a Medmiss that's basically just left for Ref's guard. I think Cammy's still playing duos. He's got Remedy by his side.
That's good then. That's good.
So he's not gonna make it. Okay, Bad Sniper. Ooh. Shoot anyone you see. Pablo Ingo, you can't do anything at the moment.
Oh no.
Is that Surge taking him out? That's a double for Bad Sniper.
And look, with nobody really fighting for like the first 10 minutes of this game, Storm Surge was always gonna be a problem. And we're seeing it affecting teams here. Bad Sniper ain't got worry though, way above the threshold and getting some limbs. Pink's fallen here, and Anas has as well. Wow. Snuffed out of the lobby in the blink of an eye. Acorn and Epic Whale will take the credit for that one. Acorn's going crazy right now. 4 limbs in this game.
5 total for the team, and they have so many more bunkers to use. This team's really good at actually basing up and doing a lot of damage and then going for returns after the fact. So much loot here. That's 7 slurps in total. 2 big stacks on the ground, 2 in his inventory, and 1 more on the sides. You guys will be having HP for days. Can take their time coming in from the storm. Fluger opted a little bit of trouble in Paradise. They had an icy vacation. As soon as they got to the jungle, the heat was just a bit too much, and Opt is down. The zone will come around, and Fluger has to run away.
This brother is in a world of hurt. Like, somebody looks at like there was like, I appreciate the drop of the bunker, like, yeah, give me something to help me, but like, it was just not happening there. If it wasn't the zone, he would have got in the zone, he would have got in the safe zone. It was like 40. Like, it was over.
Not a chance in the world, and if I want to help, I'm Thomas HD. There's not a chance for anyone below me either. Still people gonna live. Malibuka's like, you need some help? I got a shot. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Oh my god, NM7.
And Cow Gamer.
Magnetic.
Unreal right now. They're like fighting teams and just cleaning up the fight so quickly.
They're worth 2 Cybertron cannons just alone. As players, it looks like. Up top, Thomas HD doesn't have any powerful weapons, but
wow,
has his aim.
What a save. Malibuka was struggling, was about to go down. Thomas from way above just drops down and saves his duo.
Was this part of the game plan though, because these guys had that height, not sure when they wanted to give it up. They could go from tree to tree. Now they're stuck inside the green.
Epic well trying to eliminate all of the green that isn't his, using that cannon. Anything that anybody can use to hide behind and escape his wrath, he'll look to eliminate. Kami and Vanyak patiently waiting in their bunker there.
Definitely not on purpose. That's an awkward bunker.
Yeah.
Everyone moving now. Epic well slightly towards the left. The first people to actually lock in and sit inside the new zone. Dark, another big pickup. Him and Gentle trying for the back-to-back. They go for the loot. They need some type of refresh here.
Oh my,
On rails, basically. Still tracking it, 41 to the head. Oh my goodness, one more shot was needed. And they're trying to grab open bunkers, but they get cracked themselves. Malabuka from the sidelines, from a different earth entirely, lands huge shots and sends the Middle Eastern duo into absolute disarray.
The cannons. You always have to be on the lookout for the cannons. Acorn, Epic will playing an aim trainer right now of all these different players, glide through the skies. Can't really connect with anything, but what will connect with them for a moment was a cannon we fought. Gentle, still alive somehow, even after all the pain they went through.
Oh no.
But how much longer will he stay alive? You saw where he was moving to. Thomas going for a revive. Such a dangerous time to do it, but it's his only hope in this game.
Yeah, it's Malabuka who has the big loot. Epic Will has the big position though, and they're actually exhausted, fatigued. They have no Cybertron cannon ammo. Acorn looking for the clutch shockwave, and it hits! Actually sends a few people flying. Booga on the back lines, finds a few more shots, and now it calms down.
Booga and Frets looking good. Frets has been on absolute tear this game. And he's going to continue, but Epic Will might have something to say about it.
If Epic Will a sliver, he'll give you 80 damage, and they repurpose and structure up their bases again up top. It's Booga coming in close, and they get bumped out. Now everyone has no control inside. Sun's low HP. They have the best spot on the hill, but no damage to do it. Getting stuck up on Thomas HG might not be his space, but he still lands shots. AD tries to dodge, not even a chance. Gentle over the top rope has one more shot to take. It jumps, and it hits. And now he's got Cybertron. He's got some space to work with, but I feel like there's a duo in front of him. It's Acorn on the bottom side. It's beaming him as he drops down. The big shot over to the left, and he bobs, weaves. Acorn wins 7 elims, and Epic Will pops off 2.
Another victory for that team. 2 now for this duo, and you can see just how happy they are. What a game from Acorn. So much stick goes to this guy. People saying he ain't got enough firepower. How about that for some firepower?